Pretty interactive games is like, it's like doing a movie in 3D. You've got a story that you're following, but at the same time people have to feel that they've written their own story. The gameplay itself is the storytelling. And the whole idea is to make them feel like they've been in Metropolis and they've had this adventure with Superman, and yet it's been their own experience.
It's a matter of taking what seems to be a non-linear story where events could be happening in different orders, and yet still tying it together so you're feeling like you're actually seeing a story happening while you're playing, but it can be done from different points of view, different angles, different time periods are happening almost at the same time. So the trick is, and the fun of it is, to take something that isn't linear, make it feel it while it's still non-linear at the same time. It's an incredible puzzle, but as a writer you're looking for those things that you've never done before, and I think taking that to turn it into a story to make you feel that you're following a narrative is incredible, and that's to me the most fun. When you have one character who's not doing the same type of thing another character would do, so that Superman's way of going against the villain's method of attack, all of that has to be unique to the character so that the levels are very different. And the characters that have been picked are very different from each other, so the actions won't be the same. It'll force you to have to rethink your ways. You're not attacking the same guys in the same way throughout an entire game because these characters won't let you. Superman was my first love. When I was a kid, I saw the Superman TV show, and that changed my entire life from that point on. So Superman's always been my favorite, but Metropolis had never been anything that you could recognize. It was whatever any individual artist drew. It never had a personality. It was really like Midtown Manhattan. And in this, there is an incredible look that is so unique, and yet when Flint and I both looked at it and went, that's Metropolis. Yeah. You've never seen a Metropolis like this. You've never seen a downtown Metropolis like this, or a midtown, and every section was different, and yet it all seemed to fit as a whole. It's not Gotham, it's not New York City, it's not any city you've ever seen, yet you know that's Metropolis. This is the place Superman would come from. In the past, a city is the backdrop. And no matter if you have, even in a video game, it's just an image that's behind the hero, and the hero is going through it. Here it's actually an interactive part of the hero. They can fly into it, they can crash into it, they can take things from it, they can move around it, they can circle the buildings, and it's not 1 or 2 blocks. Like in a lot of games I've seen, this is an entire city. Metropolis was definitely the thing that blew me away.
It's that moment when you get the controller in your hand, and you press it, and you get the surge of power, and you see the thing fly around on the screen, you're thinking, okay, this really feels like Superman. That's where we want to be. It's not like a flying guy on the screen. This got to feel like Superman. You got to have the surge of power. You got to have the thing, shake by the fact it's Superman. You got to have the soundtrack burst. That's when I know it'll be a great game.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Yeah, I mean, it's always an honor and a joy to work with an icon. Metropolis is an icon, and it just doesn't get bigger than Superman.